This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of We Are the
Night.
The
Batman podcast.
I am Bill, joining you as always. The darkness herself it is.
Hey y'all, it's Little Hellfire. And it's Friday night. It's a little later than usual, so here comes the Red Bull.
We need to pack your Little Hellfire opening for Batman episode now. Something like, I'm here for vengeance.
I'm here for Big Valley Burger and vengeance, and I'm all out of Big Valley Burger.
It'll pick up proton. Alright, so we are back to discuss Detective Comics 618 through 621, Rite of Passage.
Yeah, I agree.
What?
Rite of Passage, I totally agree.
Oh, yeah. So, yes.
Every Robin has something, man.
It's Tim Drake's turn, yes, because this is, 618 is cover dated July 1990.
Damn Alan Grant.
Oh, I mean, I mentioned it before, but yeah, I mean, we'll get there. I was about to say something, but we'll get there when we get to that issue. But yes, Rite of Passage Part 1, Shadow on the Sun.
How ominous. That first page, it's never good when we're starting off with the memorial box.
Sounds like some 90s grunge band's song or something.
Oh, yeah.
Black spot on the sun.
You beat me to it.
Alright, so...
He was just a boy like me. No, sweetie, he wasn't like you. There's nobody else like Jason Todd in the whole Bat family. Sorry to break it to you. For better or for worse, it's true.
I know, yes, because, in this one, in the Batcave, Tim Drake and Batman are on the hunt for a hacker who is siphoning money away from banks digitally.
A hacker?
Score?
Because it's like 96 or something, so yeah.
1990, Lil. 19, yeah, he's got the strong modem, Lil. As we'll discover. Eventually, Alfred appears with the mail, which includes a postcard from Tim's parents. He is a little disappointed to know that they are extending their trip in the tropics.
Don't worry, that plane will get lost soon enough.
We're not done smuggling drugs, Tim. We'll be back in a couple months. Elsewhere, a Haitian man prays to voodoo idols for strength, but is enraged when he realizes that his son has been filming his prayers. His son is curious about the contents of a closet which he has been told never to open. His father restates the warning before leaving his son alone in their home.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Father, are you in the closet?
Voodoo, okay. Haitian, this is problematic.
Again, it's 1990.
Culturally insensitive. I'm sorry.
I know. On a plane over the Caribbean, Jack and Janet Drake are not speaking to one another and are using their personal secretary as a liaison for arguing with one another. They decide not to land on Haiti as they pass over it. The pilot, however, receives a call on his earpiece ordering him to land the plane. When the voice claims to be someone called the Obi Man, the pilot is terrified and complies. By the time the Drakes realize something is wrong, they have already landed and are surrounded by armed Haitians. The Haitians shoot the pilot.
I am the captain now. I am the pilot now.
The Haitians shoot the pilot and drag the Drakes and their secretary to a hut in the middle of the forest. There they are welcomed by a figure calling himself the Obi Man. Back in Gotham City, Batman takes out some thugs. Boy, change of pace. But finding no connection to the internet, the internet thief.
Well, these gentlemen are black, so that is a change of pace for Batman.
Oh.
Usually we're dealing with the white underbelly of Gotham. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah,
Something that I noticed.
Oh yeah, Willie the Hat.
When the Mad Hatter said you can't have his patent.
Black Mad
I'm
Hatter.
a fun haberdasher, let me tell you.
The Black Mad Hatter, Willie the Hat. No, he's just like a pimp.
He got a crowbar, though, so, he's doing a little better.
But finds no connection to the internet thief. He returns to the cave. Tim is there, planning to watch some television, but a news report reveals that his parents and their plane have disappeared. Tim is shocked and fears for the lives of his parents. He retreats to his room, and Alfred counsels Batman not to follow, reminding him that it is difficult to console one who has lost a parent. Batman busies himself by tracing the actions of the internet thief as it attempts to siphon funds from Wayne Enterprises. Oh,
you better watch your back.
It's personal now.
They don't know who they messing with.
Unfortunately, the hacker manages to override Bruce's own programs and escapes with the money. Meanwhile,
ooh, this dude good. This dude is good.
Yes, a little spoiler. It's a man. Well, a male. Meanwhile, Tim sits in his room wondering what he should feel about what has happened.
Dude is gender neutral, by the way, if you're a 90s kid. So.
True.
I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes.
Yeah, your mom's a dude. So, yeah, what do you think, Lilith? Every Robin has to go through it?
Yeah, no, they do. Literally, they were just like, it was a little too on the nose with the Rites of Passage saga, but here we are.
I mean,
problematic and culturally insensitive and all.
I mean, at least they didn't write Rites of Passage on the cover. They at least saved it for the first page, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the synopsis didn't say it, but yes, hold on, I'm pulling up my issues now digitally. So the hacker was the money spider. What kind of email?
Wait, the way that they spell it though, it's like...
Oh, was it with a Y?
It's like, EA, yeah, it's like EA, ER or something. It's like, it's weird, like with the font or whatever.
What kind of emo goth kid came up with this name? Oh, just hang on, kids. We're going to find out here pretty soon.
Bye-bye, Dodo. Love the money spider. I'm like, what is this? Is this guy buying GameStop stocks too? Doing a short squeeze over here with Wayne Tech money?
Oh, my.
How timely. But like the best panel for me is Tim. I have to be strong. I have to be patient.
I can't cry.
As I look out this mansion's window, I mean, whoever would take care of me if my parents died?
The rich man I'm living with?
Just saying. I'm just saying. Man's got a butler.
It's 1990. It's 1990. Men aren't supposed to cry.
So emo. This is like the most emo thing because they cut to the end of it. And it's like the night sky and heroes cry? And I'm just like, oh my god, what are you, Prince? Is he a dove instead of a robin? Get it?
Oh,
been waiting on that Prince reference. Boom.
And a year after the '89 movie where he did the soundtrack, very nice little Hellfire.
Nice.
See, she's been waiting like 2 months to drop.
I've been waiting for those Prince deep cuts forever, man.
So should we get to the second one?
Yeah, I love this cover because it's like
Batman being a detective.
Batman doing science.
Science. I know.
He's getting his Walter White on. Look at all those beakers.
I am the danger. I am the one.
He is the one who knocks you out. Suck it, Kona.
Oh. I'm the one who knocks on your face.
Suck it, Kona. Got you knocking on hell's door.
Got you knocking on Arkham's door.
Okay, part 2, Beyond Belief. And let me tell you, yes, sir, it is Beyond Belief. I think these titles are a little too on the nose. Just gonna say it.
Well, issue 619, Lilith. There's a 1 in the middle.
Oh boy, out here looking like Indiana Jones's dad.
Oh, Tim's dad.
Yeah, I'm like, guess you should have kept the bullwhip. Just saying, might have came in handy.
Gotham Jack. Don't
put that into the atmosphere. That might be a dark metal universe story somewhere. Don't Don't do that.
He's a rich guy. He thought that's how all the guys dress when you go to Haiti.
Going on safari, I guess.
Oh, another cultural...
Where's Constantine when you need him?
So yes, Detective 619, August 1990. And yes, it is beyond belief. All right. Kidnapped on the island of Haiti, Jack and Janet Drake are horrified as the Obi Man kills their assistant Jeremy on film. Oh, you knew he was cannon fodder. Might as well have been wearing a red shirt.
I was just about to say, why didn't they give him a red shirt?
He gives the tape to one of his followers, Louis Dange, to deliver to Drake Industries in Gotham. In the Batcave, so that's right. The Drakes had like a company like Bruce Wayne, so like the whole thing.
But it wasn't. Come on, nothing's like Wayne.
No, but I was just gonna say Tim becoming the next Robin,
and then he becomes his like. Yeah, I think that would have been a little tricky.
I mean, did he become Robin to work through his daddy issues? Maybe.
Ooh,
because the father's never home. Neither one of them parents is ever home. He goes to boarding school.
Well, that's the life of a socialite, you know. Out appropriating cultures and doing inappropriate safaris, you know. You get what you get.
In the Batcave, Batman checks on the status of the search for the Drakes. The search is resuming after having been called off for the night. Batman volunteers to bring Tim Drake his dinner.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Haiti's a real small, like half an island. I'm just saying.
Well, I think that were they searching?
Yes, it's full of jungle. Touche, but...
Well, were they searching the ocean, too? Because they don't know, even though they were on the island, they could have crashed in the middle of the ocean somewhere, too.
Well, there's nothing around, so they'd be very obvious is all that I'm saying.
I know.
You know anything about the geography of where Haiti is, it's all a little fishy. And they're rich people, so they will be quick to charge for those searches all night long. Like, let me tell you about search and rescue prices. Just one of those weird niches that I know about. So it's just, all right, whatever. Rich people missing in the middle of the Caribbean. I'm sure they're going to call off the search. Okay.
I was going to say they're corrupt, but you're right. For the money, they'll look.
Exactly.
You need the money. Gimme. You hit him right in the face with that sack.
Well, that's what it looks like Bruce is about to do when he's consoling good old Tim.
Yes, but he volunteers to bring Tim his dinner. He tries to be reassuring and offers to take the day off, but Tim plans to get back to work on catching a hacker called the Money Spider.
Just like a true Bat fan, bury yourself in work. Hide those emotions until they just explode.
Bury your rage in your work. Hey, it works for you. Rather than dwell on his feelings, despite this, when Bruce leaves, Tim doubts the sincerity of his reassurances. What, you don't think Bruce is sincere? At the home of Louis Dange, his son Pierre has a nightmare about a monster, the Baka, escaping from a closet he is forbidden to open. When he tells his father...
This reminds me of Family Guy, Chris. There's an evil monkey in my closet. It was an evil monkey in your closet.
I know.
Hey, do you think this is where Kevin Smith got that idea?
Oh.
Just saying.
See? He knows he stole this from Batman, and then he took out his anger by making Batman wet his pants.
Just saying. Something to think about. You know I love Kevin Smith and his crying as much as the next fangirl, but...
Oh. See? That's why I love you. Charlie never makes fun of Kevin Smith for crying.
I mean, I think it's great that he shows that men can cry, and that's fine, but do you have to do it so much?
Ooh.
I think he's cried more times in 1 week than I have in my whole life, including the time I was a baby. I'm just saying.
She called you a...
I'm just saying.
She called you a willow, Kevin Smith. Oh. Or a cat. Oh, my.
I kid because I love. But anyway, back to this menagerie of bad ideas.
Is that the title? But yes, he's forbidden to open the closet. When he tells his father of his dream, he's told to mind his own business until he is a man.
I hope that's not
how we make cereal.
A circumcision.
That's how we make cereal.
Today you are a man. Here's your breasts. I don't know.
Thank God they do that as a baby. Thank God.
I mean, there are people who convert who.
I know.
They have to do that.
And they say it hurts.
I couldn't imagine. You don't want to be invited to that bris. That's all I'm saying.
No. What do we have? What are we having at the party afterwards? Pigs in a blanket. On the streets of Gotham.
With white queso dip, I guess, but.
Oh!
Moving around. Nobody tell Rob.
And he was just telling me
it's all medical terms. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry, he does not listen to these shows. He was just telling me today.
He listens to Batman just to hear you say Gotham, Philip. I know it. I know it in my bones.
Yeah, but he told me how great you are, so he can't be hearing these nasty things you're saying.
Nobody tell Rob. It's all satire and parody, Philip.
Oh, God.
Isn't that how people get away with it? Yeah, it's all satire and parody and fair use.
That's true.
Spoken like a true YouTuber. But we get a gratuitous underwear shot for no reason, and I was just like, got my flashback to Iron Man that we just covered. Scroll down.
Like the penis.
Why do we have that drop?
Hey, it came out of Charlie's mouth. That penis came out of Charlie's mouth, okay? I just wanted her to... I want there to drink the shit out of your nose. Come on.
Can't do it. I've never done that before.
Oh, I would be honored to be the first.
But this is a weird choice. Like it's interesting, but it's weird. You're like, where the hell is this going?
Yeah, they kind of invented like a voodoo priest to be like the executioners of Tim Drake's parents, and like not like a road. Did they do that on purpose because it was Two-Face who kind of took out Jason Todd's dad? And
but it makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go work for Batman now.
But
we have something in common. I don't know. Call me crazy.
I mean, he was kind of already training to be Batman's partner. We really didn't need to kill the Well, we only we
kind of had to at this point, but
technically we only kill one, but.
And guess what? In true Disney style.
Oh, yes. All right, so on the streets of Gotham City, Batman takes out several thugs again before stopping at Gotham City Police Headquarters to meet with Commissioner Gordon. Hey, boo.
His boo thing.
The commissioner shows the tape that the Obi-Man made and warns that it isn't pretty. After viewing the tape, Batman notices a faint odor of Jimson weed on it and keeps it for testing. Commissioner Gordon...
Ooh.
What?
And don't smoke that, kids, or make tea out of it. Very dangerous, very toxic.
I love how Gordon he's like, oh yeah, that's what the lab boy says, but I didn't notice. And Batman makes the snide comment. Oh yeah, well if smoking had years of smoking.
Oh, see, he don't like that his boo smokes. Smoking like a true spiteful spouse. That's all I'm saying. Hey. Yeah, when you met me, I was a smoker. Not quitting for you.
I mean,
I'm just saying you notice little things, and if you ship it, you ship it, and you see it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, have you ever kissed a smoker? Well,
I have.
Well, you smoke,
but I do. But like, I use like smokers mouthwash, stuff like that. Like, you can never tell that I smoke.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't smell like smoke.
The smell or taste probably doesn't bug you as much, though.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, if somebody doesn't brush their teeth after they smoke, we have problems. It is a filthy, disgusting habit. Don't get me wrong. Kids don't do it.
But I love this page, like where he's diving out the window, where Gordon's like, if you find something, let me know so I can tell the lab boys where they went,
But no. I like angry Batman panel where he's just...
Oh, yeah, it's watching the page.
On page, what is that? I can't even tell now.
Page 13. Oh, wait, no.
No, page 11, yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, watching that tape. But no, I just like when, as he's swinging back to the Batmobile thinking about, Sherlock Holmes once suggested a man needs to recognize at least 75 perfumes before he can even begin to call himself a detective. And he's thinking, I could double that on herbs alone. Look at him bragging.
Nice call out to Sherlock, by the way.
Hey.
Don't know. A little bit of inspiration.
Again, he's a detective. We kind of lose that in the modern age a lot.
Modern comics would have you believe that he is a bat god. But indeed, indubitably, good sir, he is a detective, first and foremost.
Modern day, either Alfred would have to identify the smell or he'd have to have someone check.
Well, let's get this clear, though. It would make sense for Alfred because he is a fancy man.
Oh, yeah.
He has very unique set of skills, you see. And I can totally believe that for Alfred.
Recognizing weed.
Herbs and spices. That's all I'm saying. Herbs and spices.
But yeah, Gordon notes that Drake's company has a policy not to pay ransoms. Batman warns that the Obi-Man isn't joking before leaving.
We do not give in to terrorists. If y'all knew how freaking untrue that was, you would be shocked.
But again, it's the head of the company, too. So, unless someone wants to climb that corporate ladder, but Batman deduces that
somebody's Obadiah Stane in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, how can you imagine if they revealed that someone at the company, was next in line to be CEO, so they hired the Obi-Man to kill them both?
Would have made a better plot.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Batman deduces that Jimson weed is used in an aromatic smoking mixture for asthma relief, the same mixture that Louis Dange is smoking in his home when he discovers his son exploring the cupboard he has been forbidden to open. He catches Pierre and his friend, warning them that he will beat them if they go near it again. The children
Child abuse? How 90s of you?
The children run off, wondering if the Baka monster is real. Yeah, again, this kid never goes to school. I think, do we ever see him in anything but underwear?
Like I said, culturally insensitive. These issues have a lot going against it.
What, the poor black people of Haiti who have nothing?
Yeah.
In the Batcave, Tim becomes frustrated with the lack of news and goes to bed. At Alfred's
Goes to bed.
Oh. Hey.
And this is why you have to watch YouTube. The innuendo, you see.
It's the most stressful day of his life, Lil Hellfire. Come on.
What is with Batman's facial expressions in this issue? Because when he's reading the voodoo book, he looks like a confused puppy who just wants a treat.
Hey.
Very familiar with that look.
That's research face. Come on.
That don't look like research face to me.
Unbeknownst
neither does Tim's face when he's like beating on the
whoa. Nobody tell Rob.
Beating on the old cabinet of curios that has the Robin uniform.
But yeah, unbeknownst to Tim, Batman has returned with the bad news that the Drakes were kidnapped. He warns Alfred not to mention it to Tim. He enhances the background of the tape to discover that there is a jar containing a giant centipede on the shelf. From this, he deduces that the Drakes are held captive in Haiti.
Bravo! Wait a minute. That's a Bat-God move. I'm sorry. That's a Bat-God move if I've ever seen one.
Well, that's such a,
what is he, freaking Sherlock from the freaking BBC version?
Well, I mean, this is such a comic book and TV trope. It's like, enhance the video. It's like, yeah. Right.
In 90.
In 19.
They can unbeknownst to most people, they don't even have good, unless it's like FBI, like even your local police don't have that good of technology, unless you're in Florida because drug dealers pay for all the good stuff. That's where all the money comes from in Florida's criminal. I'm just saying it's true.
And again, 1990.
New York too, actually.
In 1990, I dare you to even get the tracking perfect on
a CCTV? Come on. CCTV in 1990?
I dare you get the tracking perfect on your VHS. Come on.
Well, unless you watched a lot of porn and you have a forehead VCR, your tracking's always going to be trash. Just saying. If you know, you know.
Let's watch a lot of porn on her forehead. Unfortunately, Tim discovers the tape and realizes that his parents are alive. At first, he is angry, but eventually...
Is that a laser disc? Is that a floppy disk? What's he got in there in that Bat computer? You see it?
A laser disc. Is that like early CD-ROM or something?
No, Laserdisc was actually kind of how we got Blu-ray. It came out after VHS. It's a little more expensive, but I don't know, like the big round disc. You didn't have that in your school? I know a lot of my schools had Laserdiscs instead of VHS, and it was just weird. It's a weird technology. Google it if you're not hip to it, but yeah.
Nah, my schools.
They were huge. They were like records, but they were CD. They were CDs the size of records. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, our school didn't have that.
Oh, classic Alfred, though, this issue. You rang, sir. And I'm like, who are you, freaking Lurch?
Yeah, he's probably trying to get it in the backhand. But then, Batman explains his theory that Tim's parents are being held by a Haitian voodoo cult. That's quite a sentence. Suddenly, Batman gets a call indicating that the Drake's company has received the ransom call and he leaves. As Batman leaves, Tim realizes that both of the previous Robins have left their parents and wonders...
Can't Batman just pay... can't Bruce just pay the ransom?
That's true. Or at least using it as an excuse to track it, put a tracer in it.
He didn't... He really wanted Tim to suffer. Just between us hens, Bruce is a little sadistic. I'm just saying.
And if it's a danger of revealing that secret identity and a kid's parents...
Oh, but this is the best scene in the issue where, Alfred... Because Alfred's the best. This is undeniable, indisputable, not up for debate. Alfred is the best member of the Bat family. Sorry, Dick, you're number 2. He walks over to Tim and explains to him, Dick Grayson's parents died and gave the world Robin. And this is your legacy, sir.
Dang.
Well, no, because it's, he assures him that it's not a prerequisite that you have to lose your parents.
But it is.
But you know
what? It is.
But you know what? They should have named this episode after the voodoo cult, because, and they should have named this Hate the Drake.
Nice.
Hate the Drake.
Yeah, but I do like that. That was a nice way to... Because this is, of course, the penultimate issue of this particular arc.
Wait,
Take
what?
a drink, Future Lilith. Isn't it? Do we have 2 more?
We got 2 more, 620 and
Damn
621. Oh!
We're only halfway there. Never mind. Never mind. It all runs together
I think somebody's on their penultimate can of liquor.
We'll get the penultimate. I'll keep it. I can still drink. Because, yeah. This next issue is a little creepy on the cover.
The skull under the
If
back.
I saw it on the stand today, I would, or like digging through back issues, I'd pass it up.
Oh.
just on the cover alone. That is... Yeah.
But yes, issue 620, Rite of Passage Part 3, Make Me a Hero.
In true Bat Fam fashion.
I need a hero.
Believe it or not. That's more how this goes.
Alright, so this one opens up. Batman watches from the rooftops as Commissioner Gordon and the Gotham City Police Department battle a biker gang sent to collect the ransom for Tim Drake's kidnapped parents. Ultimately, as Batman predicts, they fail. He told him, you're going to fail. As Batman predicts, they fail to stop the gang from escaping with the money. Batman
Salty Gordon, though. Why does he always have to be right?
He cucked them. Batman follows the biker to a drop point where a man in a white limousine poisons and kills the biker and takes the money. Batman traces the...
Hey, Batman told him he was too old. I was like, how you gonna talk to your boo like that? First you tell him he's smoking, and that's why he don't got no good sense of smell. Now you tell him too old and retire and take his ass on home. Like, come on, Bruce. Stop doing that to the man.
Hey, Gordon's got a heart attack coming up, so he ends up being right.
Well, yeah, he had a point.
Batman he traces the limo, hoping he's guessing its destination right, which he's guessing is the airport. I like that thing, Batman sees the guy get killed on the street and he's just like, Well, no, he's like, yeah, the guy really wasn't much of a person, but no, someone killed on my streets. I can't let that pass.
The ego of it all. What a narcissist. Like, can we talk about how he's a dangerous narcissist? Like, honestly, can somebody get me a diagnosis for Bruce Wayne?
I think we have it. Okay. Meanwhile, in Haiti, the Obi Man performs a voodoo ritual outside the cabin where Jack and Janet Drake are being held. The Drakes have little hope.
Hey, do you see the bat? Do you see it?
Foreshadowing. Almost hits him right in the face.
Hit him in the face with that bat.
They're going to say hit him in the face with that foreshadowing.
There you go, biters. You can use that one for Negan.
He hit him right in the face with that sack. He hit him right in the face with that sack.
The Drakes have little hope of surviving whatever their captors have planned, especially if the ransom doesn't get paid. Back in Gotham City, Tim sits in his room at Wayne Manor meditating. Yes, see, little
breathe in, breathe out.
Wax on, wax off.
Breathe out.
He attempts to overcome his fears and worries, remembering the lessons taught to him by Batman. Hit something.
Hit something. Grief, anger, guilt, blame. death. Those are the things that we learned working for Batman.
Take your anger and hit some mental patient in the face. That's it. He resolves to go back to work as a hero, hoping to capture the Money Spider hacker who has been siphoning money from corporations. Oh, kids, we're about to find out who the Money Spider is. Before they strike again, Alfred is relieved at Tim's perseverance, but worries about Batman. At the home of Louis Dange, he happily tells his son, Pierre, that they are going to become rich because of his dealings with the Obi-Man and the Baka monster he hides in his cupboard. Pierre is still obsessed with the monster and is skeptical about his father's beliefs. Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne arrives in Haiti, having followed the man in the white limousine.
You stick out like a sore thumb, homie. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the ghetto. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad Batman didn't do blackface, but, I don't know how to tell Bruce that he don't fit in.
Oh, yeah, no. I think he even says, he's like, I don't got long, men in suits stand out. Oh, man, that would have been funny if he just would have did the Charlie Esser disguise.
He rolls up to 50, and I'm just like, just a 50? Hey. Oh, you gonna get robbed on the way out, homie.
Oh, yeah,
you should have gave them 100.
Oh, yeah, because the guy comes through. Well, it's 1990, but yeah, the guy rolls through with the ransom and he bribes the TSA guy with the 50, and Bruce comes through with the bat suit and like, here's a 50. Don't want to draw too much attention, though. All right, but meanwhile, Tim manages to find the hacker's phone number and travels to Gotham Juvenile Detention Hall, where he hopes to find the culprit. He reveals that the Money Spider is actually Lonnie Machin, a.k.a., get ready, Ray, Anarchy!
Anarchy! Take that, suckers! Okay, I'm just calling shenanigans, because, like, a juvenile detention center in 1990 having any kind of... Whatever, it's Gotham, sure, why not?
Well, didn't he hooked his modem to like the public telephone in the hallway or whatever?
Even that in 1990.
But remember in his first appearance, he seemed like he was like just like a decent kid who was like, oh, he's just a decent kid who wants to change.
Well,
the world.
you send a kid to juvie. It's just like real prison; it makes them worse.
Well,
there's no such thing as rehabilitation in an American justice system.
Well,
just saying
that, and like I said, they said Alan Grant wanted him to be the next Robin, but then once Marv Wolfman swooped in and made Tim Drake the new Robin, I guess they were like, let's make him full bad, let's give him the full Anakin.
I love it. He's like, good afternoon, Money Spider, or do you prefer anarchy? And I'm just like, whoa, turn down the Brucey boy antics.
He was commandeered to...
He gives him the little vampire hiss.
I know. He was commandeered to facility's phone line to commit his crimes. However, he reveals that he has redistributed the funds to third world countries. Still, as he
should have named yourself Robin Hood then, buddy.
He tries to escape, and Tim gives chase using the skills he learned from Batman. He defeats Lonnie and returns him to the detention. Yeah, he hits him. Then he hits him with a mop, doesn't he?
A soggy, dirty mop. Oh my God! Like, just
hit him right in the face with that mop.
He hit him right in the face with that sack.
But I mean, again, I know Tim Drake's not well known.
Hey, was that a good right hook, old style right hook?
It was the old Brayfogle right hook. Yeah, right cross. But yeah,
I love it. He's like, I'll leave it in your hands then, Mr. Wallace. Straightens his tie and walks away. And I'm like, good for you, Tim. Take your anger out on one of your rogues. Good for you. You've learned everything you need to know from Bruce.
Hey, this is his first rogue, man. His rogue and not Bruce. Well, it's kind of his first rogue.
Mm-hmm. Aww. He's growing up so fast. Look at our boy go.
And again, it's not like Tim Drake's that well known, but wouldn't you come in at least somewhat of a disguise? A pair of glasses, something. Pull Clark Kent,
baseball
something.
Cap, sunglasses.
Fake nose.
That's a Young Justice reference, by the way.
fake nose and mustache. Come on.
Give him the old Groucho Marx. Fake eyebrows. But just as Tim gets a taste of success.
Yes, Tim returns to the Batcave proud of himself for having solved the mystery by himself. Suddenly, Bruce appears with a grave injury and warns that he has bad news. Talk about it, your cliffhanger.
They messed you up like freaking, like that, what was that chicken from freaking Seinfeld? Kenny Rogers chicken. It messed Bruce up like Kenny Rogers chicken.
Mess you up, man. So what did you think of the penultimate issue, Lilith Hellfire? You're welcome for the drink, future Lilith.
I was going to take it regardless, but you met me. I like the little Tim got a taste of success because, you know, as we say, pride cometh before a fall. It's the pattern.
Oh yeah, you knew it was getting too happy. Yeah.
So yep.
All right, so
let's dig in on this last one.
All right, Detective Comic 621 from what's the cover date? September 1990.
September.
Wake me up when September ends, Tim says. Suck it, Conan.
Get out. I do not like this cover either. I don't know. These covers were kind of just...
yeah, 619
weird, creepy.
619 was actually the best one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
so we got Trial by Fire for part 4, and we see Bruce Wayne in a black suit. We've seen him in many times in a black suit. It's never good.
Yeah, because they're at the hospital. At the hospital, Tim Drake asks Bruce Wayne what happened to his family in Haiti, despite knowing that it will cause him pain to hear. Let's do the flashback machine. Bruce explains that he had trailed the man who collected the ransom for Tim's parents to Haiti from Gotham City. The man, Malashian, had gone to the home of Louis Dange, a devout follower of Haitian voodoo. They planned to bring the ransom money to their leader, the Obi Man. While Louis Dange made one last prayer to his idol, Batman sneaked into the back of Malashian's Jeep. He's hanging off the back of it.
Beep, beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Batman, apparently.
Man, they say doesn't get armed there.
You know, you come for Batman, stay for the 90s references. That's just how this goes.
You what for Batman, Lilith?
Beep, beep. Honk for Batman. Honk if you love Batman.
Alright. Meanwhile, the kidnapped Jack and Janet Drake were tied to a post surrounded by hot coals. The heat was unbearable.
Wait, I'm trying to think, what's the guy from the Constantine books? Was he around at this time? I don't think he was. That would have been a better voodoo tie-in, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because when did the series start? Well, did Hellblazer start in 1990?
No, I can't remember.
But they had him off, that whole thing was off in its own separate corner for the most part.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The heat was unbearable, and the Obi-Man denied them water. Soon, Louis Dange and Malchian arrived with the money. Thinking that their ransom was paid, the Drakes asked to be freed, but their captor revealed that he had always intended to kill them, regardless of whether their company had paid up or not.
Oh my god!
A double cross? Who could have guessed? As they begin this...
But you're going to bring down the heat of the... Okay. We're just going to roll with it. That's not how this works. That's not how this works at all.
Well, so far, the authorities have been so stupid they can't find them. So they just kill them and dump them in the ocean. I mean, as they begin this ritual sacrifice, the Obi-Man prompted his followers to walk across the coals with him. Batman used the Leidenfrost effect, which is where the Leidenfrost effect, so this is the issue where a 12-year-old Phil Perich learned about the Leidenfrost effect. That's right, I read these all right off the spinner rack, kids.
Look at our boy.
To protect himself from the coals, taking out the armed thugs. In his fight with the Obi-Man, however, he was slashed across the chest with a knife. Using that same knife, Batman freed the Drakes. Meanwhile, Louis Dange attempted to kill Batman by throwing his knife, but was hit in the shoulder by a flying hatchet, which knocked him into the coals where he burned to death.
Ooh, not a nice way to go.
No. Janet Drake drank from the water left for them on a nearby table as Jack Drake reached for the same
water. That's not
water.
what you want to do.
No, Batman knocked it from his hands. Janet Drake had been poisoned by the water, which was... Wait. Was that poisoned by the water, which was actually poison? Okay. The Obi-Man laughed, claiming they were fated to die. Batman became enraged and brutally beat the remaining thugs before taking the Drakes to the nearest hospital. Sorry you're dying.
Good luck with that.
Sorry you're dying, but I got to beat these thugs first. Bruce asks a nearby doctor whether Jack Drake will be all right, but the doctor says that there is significant nerve damage. Jack Drake will be paralyzed if he survives. Tim's mother has already died.
All I'm saying is Batman is bad at saving his sidekick's parents. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
For reasons. I think he gets off on it, but that's just between us hens. I'm not gonna psychoanalyze him just yet.
Although Tim's dad does survive until, what is it? Identity Crisis, and what was that, 2003, 2004?
Yeah. You know, we gotta go big or go home. We gotta get rid of the other one, too.
Yeah. But, and who killed him? Captain Boomerang.
Ray, shame on you.
Don't even say it.
Aussie fanboys should be ashamed.
Don't even say that.
What the F?
Because I know they were talking on, was it Last Night of the Krypton? I listened to one of their previous episodes, and they were saying it's like, yeah, you know, every time like Australia gets attacked at a comic or something, it's always like the Sydney Opera House. Every time.
It's the only thing us uncultured swine know about Australia. Let's get kangaroos in the Opera Sydney House.
And they're talking about things, you know, that, you know, just, you know,
dingoes eating babies and whatnot.
Yeah, and just like, you know, the way Australia gets portrayed, and the name Captain Boomerang came up, and they were just both just like, oh.
poor Aussie fanboy.
I know. Bruce turns to Tim, saying, "I know how you feel." In his frustration,
no, you don't.
In his frustration, Tim doubts Bruce. He soon realizes, however, that Bruce knows better than most people what it is like to lose a family. They embrace, and Tim catches a glimpse of the darkness that hides within his mentor. In Haiti.
Yeah, and then I stared into the dark side.
I know.
Yeah. And then the night demon's cow. Whoa, this is getting deep, bro.
I know. It's kind of creepy. But I like that, like when Tim goes in to see his dad, like Bruce is just like, you know, do I stop him here? Or do I let him become like me? You know, taking strength from pain, you know, just constant pain. And
the world is rotten, and I agree, especially in the DC comic books Gotham Corner section.
If darkness is power, Lilith Hellfire should be lifting cars over her head.
Who says I can't?
Doesn't happen if you don't put it up.
How do you know I don't have a Lex clone somewhere around here with my exoskeleton suit?
Whoa.
I'm always this close from being the villain of the story, bro. Always this close. Humanity's on my last damn nerve.
Unless you lift cars on our YouTube channel. It didn't happen. We need the clicks. Gimme.
Okay, I'll lift a car for you, Philip. Where's that car?
Oh boy,
a Matchbox.
Damn, she's drunk. I'll lift a car for ya. Just keep sucking down that alcohol.
Suck. Poor Tim, though.
But you think that's
this is the only time I feel sympathy for him, though. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's like, but at least he gets to live with the rich man. In Haiti, Louis Dange's son Pierre reveals to his friend that he had finally looked in the cupboard that his father had forbidden him to open. Expecting to find a monster, he was surprised to find a ball of mud, feathers, and bones. Failing to understand the nature of his father's beliefs, Pierre had thrown the idol into the furnace. Pierre does not realize that his actions had indirectly caused his father's death in flames by voodoo.
Dun dun dun. The end.
I just love when he's like, "Oh, my dad's gonna kill me when he gets home." Not really.
He never came home.
No.
Yeah.
Another orphan child.
What a weird way to go, man. It's really weird. It's a weird story.
I mean, nobody gets a happy ending in this story.
Well, nobody gets a happy ending in the Batman period. Like, let's be honest.
I mean, sometimes you get a happy ending where it's like, oh, you know, we kept anybody from dying, maybe. But yeah, I mean, Tim.
No, this is like epitome of grimdark.
I mean, Tim.
Nobody gets a happy ending.
But hey, I mean, we got an orphan in Haiti. You know, Bruce ain't bringing back no Haitian orphans.
I mean, we don't even get that to what, Duke? What was that, 2018, 19?
And I mean, he's an American citizen. I'm saying he ain't going out of the country for Robins.
actually super easy to adopt out of Haiti. Just ask Madonna, but or whatever, whoever did that. Maybe it was Charlize Theron, but one of those people have a Haitian baby that I'm pretty sure they just bought and brought home. But
fight me, material girl.
No shade, but
fight me, material girl.
She definitely bought. Never mind. Oh. Save that for Hollywood conspiracy.
Come on.
But no, like, it's weird. The Tim stuff's good, but why did they decide to kill his parents? Like, when they did, well, his parent, when they did, it's just an odd choice.
I don't know. Maybe just make it easier for him to sneak out as Robin. I don't know.
I mean, they were kind of like socialites, so it was kind of like they didn't even have to be home kind of thing.
Or unless it's just like it's like, oh, okay.
To drum up sympathy. That's my take on it.
And two, everyone was like, okay, here's where they're going to kill both the parents. And then it's like, surprise, suckers, we only killed one.
We paralyzed the other one, but we just totally killed the other one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the Tim stuff's good. Everything else, it's a C+ for me, dog.
Oh. Give it a B-. Again, it's probably
like the artwork wasn't even that on point. Shading could have been better, a little more crisp.
Maybe it's the
colors could have been a little more. I don't know, have a little more je ne sais quoi.
Ooh, fancy.
Since in Haiti they speak French, so just throw that out there.
Oui. But
we know you love cheese, Phil.
I know. But, I mean, like I said, I think it's a B- for me, but a lot of that's probably nostalgia and everything.
I don't know. It's just so many problematic things I saw in this issue. I just couldn't get past it.
Ray, you can send us feedback for next episode or the one after that. Let us know who.
Don't make Ray read this.
Let him know. Hey, I think it's worth a read. So, Ray, tell us who was right. He'll be like, wait.
Yeah, tell us who's right, Ray.
That's right. I like to sit in the opera house.
I know there's actually another pretty cool city in Australia called Melbourne, so suck it, Philip.
Oh, my friend will help me out here. Yes.
Suck it, Lilith.
But on that note, do we have any? Want to talk Batwoman really quick? Just touch on it.
Sure.
Oh, we kind of talked about it on Capes, but I still like it.
Yeah, I like it.
The third episode was good. It's just I'm confused. Like, I just feel like they're taking from Arrow a little too much, and not even the good season of Arrow.
I know that whole thing with Sophia and everything. I'm like, or did League of Assassins?
Beloved. I'm just waiting on it. The beloved.
Arrow already used Ra's al Ghul, so we got to use Sophia. Okay.
I was like, we can't even get freaking Lady Shiva. Okay, whatever. That would have been perfect.
Exactly.
I mean, really go into it and just do Red Claw. Just take it from the Bruce universe.
And I told you, I'm just like, I don't know. I think Zaz. I mean, the way they wrote him was.
I hated that Zaz. I don't know what Charlie was on about, and I saw a couple articles. This is the best live action Zaz. Is it?
You don't know Zaz
because I think Gotham had the best one.
Yeah, Gotham was great. I mean, this guy seemed a little too polite to be Zaz. I said.
Yeah. That was weird. It was a weird choice. I didn't even like the Zaz and Birds of Prey.
No.
So that was terrible.
He was just a creeper. No, yeah, Gotham hit it the best. Yeah, live action.
Yeah, ironically. But no, they did the villains justice on Gotham.
I was going to say
Gotham, with the limitations that they had.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the villains, they got a lot of the villains,
and right? We got the crime family stuff, like the real pulpy side. So, I don't know, I feel like on that regard, that Batwoman should kind of like dig more into that more grounded thing than this weird cockamamie thing they're doing with freaking Alice, but we'll see. Like, Alice, as much as I love Rachel Skarsten, she's gotta go for Batwoman to actually, like, this new Batwoman to grow. Well, like, we're gonna have to let Alice go.
One of these shows, you gotta like cycle through some villains, or else it seems like an 80s cartoon. It's like, the same villain comes back every, it's like, who's it this week? Oh, Cobra Commander again. Okay. Skeletor. Okay.
Somebody get Starscream on the phone. But yeah, no, that's my only thought. For the show to grow and kind of like turn into the skid, as it were, they have to kind of shed the vestiges of last season and the Ruby Rose taint. It's just how it's gonna have to be. And I like what they're doing. I like the dynamics, but and I love Rachel. I really do, but Alice has got to go for this show to continue. And she did get greenlit for the next season. Thank goodness.
That's right. Yeah.
And the ratings have been going up for Batwoman. Not like necessarily in the demo, but overall viewership is actually up. Mm-hmm. And I think that the CW needs to realize that 18 to 24 demographic they just don't have anymore because everybody's grown up with that. No, like seriously, like the kids that were watching when they were 16 are still, now that they're like 28 going on 30, they're still watching those shows. I mean, Supernatural lasted for 15 seasons. Mm-hmm. There were like people who weren't even born that were watching season 15. I'm just saying. So I think they're going to have to adjust that and adjust the market share for their commercial ads and stuff like that. Because they get tons of it on the CW ad, because there's like 1 billion ads on the CW, which is the best way to support your show. Rewatch it. Don't do it on the DVR. Actually do it on the CW site. It makes a difference. Oh. And that's my piece.
But,
Megan Tandy can get it.
Oh my. Nice.
She's a babe from way back. But yeah.
Now that's an OnlyFans.
Nobody tell Martin Bug.
But yeah, that was the big news. Yeah, Batwoman already got a season 3. The Flash hasn't even started.
So what is the truth about Superman? Is it just the extra? I mean, we all kind of know it's going to get another season, just because the people that are in Vancouver have to stay in Vancouver because of how things are.
Yeah, right now.
So I'm just assuming that's why they greenlit everything.
Right. Right now they only gave Superman 2 more episodes for the first season. But yeah.
So they must have delivered under budget is what probably happened.
Oh, maybe.
And so they're like, oh, we now have enough in the budget for 2 more episodes.
But yeah, before the Flash and Legends even started, they both got greenlit for another season each. So.
Well, Flash? And now I don't even know. Flash might go for 10 seasons because of this damn pandemic.
I told you.
It's going to be really weird because like the last pandemic lasts for 3 years. So season 10. Shortened, sure, but season 10 nonetheless, I think, at this point, unfortunately.
And again, the ratings on it might be down, but is it still doing more ratings than anything
It's still
else?
the best show on the CW, ratings-wise.
Yeah, they're going to milk that, So yeah, they might get 10. I mean, they're going to get at least 8.
Yeah. I mean, there is rumblings, and Grant has been very vocal that he does want to kind of move on, but with the pandemic, you better get your check while you can get it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're not going far anyway with the pandemic, so you know what?
Stay and make that money.
Yeah, milk it for that cash, man.
Yep.
And
I do feel bad for Carlos Valdez. I know he wants to desperately move on and do some other things. And I said, why didn't he just try to go back to Broadway when he could? But now it's kind of like, you're stuck there, buddy, unless you don't want to make money. Well, yeah, Brock. I don't know if you guys know that that's where he comes from. He plays like every instrument. Actually, a pretty good singer too. So I know he wants to go, and that's what's been the wishy-washy thing. Mm. So that is the one thing that kind of is like, well, do you want to make money or do you want to chance it and end up like every other star that's left a TV show and not done anything? Nina Dobrev from Vampire Diaries.
We need the money.
Hashtag so bitter. Hashtag so bitter. What she did to the Vampire Diaries is just... And on that note, we should go. But first, tell the kids their homework.
Oh, you're done spilling tea?
We need the money. Gimme.
It's not tea. If you know, you know. If you watch Vampire Diaries, you know what happened.
All right. So, yes, next time we'll be covering the next arc in the coming Detective Comics, 622 through 624.
It's better, guys. Trust me. It's much better.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as schmaltzy, cheesy.
It's weird. It's weird. It's trippy. It's cool. Yeah, there's not a Robin in sight. Well,
just the way I like it.
Tim Drake, anyway. But and then in 2 weeks we'll be doing Batman 433 through 435, The Many Deaths of Batman.
Oh boy.
I think it's a Byrne, isn't it? Isn't it John Byrne?
Is it?
I think it's written by Byrne, yeah.
It would explain a lot, actually. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that in that makes sense.
Mystery. All right, so yeah, send your thoughts on those. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow We Are the Night. You can find it under the Batman Podcast.
Batman Podcast.
On Facebook.
Suck it, Brian.
Nobody tell Brian. You can find it on Facebook, Twitter. We have our Batman group, which is quickly approaching 600 members.
Woohoo! Give me the $6.69. Woo!
And then $6.99. So yes, you can follow our Batman group, Agents of the Bat, on Facebook. Please do. So you can find links to all of that, all of the various social medias for all of our shows, links to this YouTube. You can see what gesture Lilith was making during this episode. Links to our Patreon for our hard R movie reviews. Links to merch.
And long boxes and boob windows whenever we get a chance.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of stuff coming to that Patreon. Here, Lilith and her wife. But yes, links to merch. Get your cups. See? Lilith.
Stay hydrated and get yourself a t-shirt.
Oh, that's right.
And a phone case.
Gimme. So yes, links to everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember, support our sponsors. Hear me now. That's right, you can hear me because you got some tweaked audio headphones.
Come on, Tweaked Audio. Give me some over the ears, man.
Yeah. I'll turn my head constantly so show off that tweaked brand name on there. So yes, get yourself some Tweaked Audio headphones, you can also get Hunt a Killer.
Help Michelle Gray solve a cold case. Stay in the house. Escape room in a box.
I don't know if they believe in voodoo, but yes, Hunt a Killer with Michelle Gray.
Actually, I think they do have a voodoo case. They have a ton of them, like a ton.
So see, kids, you can reenact this Batman arc. But anyway, yes, use the code Southgate for a discount on both of those. Or if you've read these comics and you're like, I need more to read, go pick up Pod Life, the book, now digital paperback. Learn the ins and outs of podcasting, personal journeys by professional podcasters, and
of course, find Southgate.
What did you say?
You heard me, Rob.
So yes, so get that. You can get that on Amazon, and when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support.
Clicky, gimme.
Whoa. Clicky, gimme. What?
Gimme.
I see it. I want it. I get it.
Yeah, that's Amazon's a problem. It's a true problem.
Oh yeah. So use the link for Southgate Media Group. Helps us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that man playing with his voodoo dolls, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain.
That hacker, Money Spider.
So says Master Doom.
Wishes.
Please kick me in the pants. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Why did your eye drift over to my modem?
Mark my words.
Lilith.
If you guys want to hang out with me as I live tweet Batwoman Sundays at 8 o'clock, please feel free to follow me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. And also, whenever the hell the rest of the Arrowverse comes back, I'll be here for it. Live hate tweeting it away. For pictures of puppies, smoothies, and cool cold pressed juice recipes, please follow me at Lilith Hellfire 86. And of course, support that memes at Lilith Hellfire 69 on both Instagram and TikTok. Be gentle with me. Or not.
I need it bigger. That's an awfully big rod he's got there. Be gentle with the package.
That ransom.
Exactly. Don't drink the water.
Hey-oh. All right.
I don't think that's water.
That's right. Rich man blaming on his own bottled water. Anyway, thank you for joining us again. Come back next time for Batman 64, Detective Comics 622 and 624. You ever hear those legends about how Batman has a demon inside?
Come on, tell you how cool.
You're my oh! No, something true.
Top tier assassin that can't master the heart of the different.
Oh, yeah. But no, something truly different next time.
Oh, yeah.
Negative full meta. Comic in a comic. Alright, everyone. Join us next time. Same bat time.
Same bat time. Same bat channel.
The
Batman podcast. We are the night. Hashtag deal with it.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are two of the many, many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
So just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
and away.